Peace and good morning. This is Instructor Yasir checking in on the Knowledge of Survival podcast, where we discuss firearms training, self-defense, martial arts, and fitness, functional fitness, to prepare you to protect you and your family. So here we are. This is actually day 4 of my ruck training. I mean, I've been training for a while, but since I've signed up for the Go Ruck Tough event, I said I was going to share my training progress with you all. So I fell off a little bit last Friday. So Friday it was one of my heavier ruck days. So I'm just at 40 pounds right now, as far as on a heavy, quote unquote, ruck day. So what I'm doing, if you haven't listened to the other episodes, what I'm doing is right now on Mondays and Thursday are my body weight training days. So Mondays, I'm usually doing push-ups, pull-ups, and squats with the ruck pack with the 30 pounds on my back. And then on Tuesdays is a ruck day. So that's why we out here this morning. Now, if I'm off, meaning I'm off from my day job where I don't have to be at work in the morning, that'll be my longer ruck day, where I'm gonna do 7 miles or more. Well, right now I'm at about 7 miles for my long ruck day, and then I'm going to increase that, because on the event I'm going to be doing 15 to 20 miles, so with PT mixed in, from what I understand. So on my long ruck days, I'm gonna be incrementally increasing that distance. I got some good trails out here where I am in Northwest Indiana. So some really good trails. So I got a couple of my favorites, which I'll probably have to double them. Meaning, like, I got one that's a good like 4.5 miles. So I get to a point where I'll be doubling that, hitting it twice, and that'll give me my 9-10 miles of rucking. So not there right at this moment, but I'll get there. Probably do that a couple of times before the event at the end of May. So today I actually do have to be at work. I got my day job at 10 o'clock. It's about 8:12 Central Time right now. So I'm only doing about an hour. And I got 40 pounds on me. So on my long ruck days, I just stay with the 30, because the 30 pounds is the standard. So on my longer days, I just stay with the 30. On my shorter ruck days, when I'm doing shorter mileage, I'm carrying heavier. And that's how I'm going to manage it. So if I got the time to do more miles, I'm going to stay with the 30 pounds. If I don't have time to do that many miles, only about 3 or 4, then I'm going to up the weight. The max weight I'll go up to is probably 50. I don't think it's any benefit in going past 50 pounds. Right now I'm working with 40. So, greatly enjoying this. Now, last Friday, or this Friday that passed, I had a pretty tough day. Like, I was just doing the 40 pounds, and I did about 3.5 miles, but it was tough. Like, I was feeling it. I don't know, that weight started getting especially heavy on my traps and my shoulders and all that stuff. But I powered through it, and I was really tired. So yesterday, I took a good 2-hour nap, and I still went to bed relatively early. I was in bed by about 9:45 p.m., which that's time I need to be in the bed anyway, but it's earlier than I've been getting into bed. So I was pretty tired, so I think that might have contributed to how hard the ruck was on Friday. So that's another thing too, is that I gotta concentrate on is my rest. Because I mean, I do a lot. I mean, I have my day job. Then after that, I might do some gig work, bring in some extra money. And then I also got my business here with you guys, teaching and training self-defense and getting people this information out. So I'm very busy, and I'm also a husband, father. I'm a son. We had to spend time with my father for his birthday, which was actually the previous week. It was March 26th. But my parents was out, they had COVID. They made it through with no issues there. So we had to take a week, later to get with him for his birthday. So we did that on Sunday. So just very busy, man. Like we all are, right? Everybody's busy. So, but the thing is, you're busy, you got something you want to do, you make time. You make time for it. That's really all it comes down to, is making the time. And I got to pick my pace up here a little bit. Like right now, as we're speaking, my pace is about 16 minutes per mile. I want to stay at 15 and below. So I feel my heart starting to pump now, getting that good blood flow and circulation. And this is how we stay in the mind of the training, the mind of the warrior. We always stay training. This is a metaphor for life. This is everything, man. When in doubt, train. That's my mantra. It's like whenever I'm in doubt, just train. Practice something. I'll go down, I'm gonna hit the bag. Pull out my pistol with the barrel block in there. Do some dry fire stuff. Do some squats, push-ups. Let's go for a walk. Grab the bike. Let's go for a bike ride for a few hours. And the mental benefits. That's another thing. The mental benefits of exercise. I think a lot of people that are dealing with mental challenges, I think that more people could manage it by doing exercise on a regular basis instead of taking drugs. I believe that. I really believe that. I mean, I'm seeing that. I see that in my own self. And I see that with my wife as well, who also fights against depression. And she used to work out on a daily basis, years ago when we first got together. And then I say over the last couple of years, she kind of fell out. She fell out of that. But recently, over the past couple months, she's gotten back into doing that again. And, we see the improvements in mental health. And this is beautiful. That's a beautiful thing about, and I feel like getting outside and exercising compounds that. My wife doesn't really exercise outside. She likes gyms. I'm not really a fan of gyms. I like the natural environment better. whether that's concrete, the grass, sand, sun, rain, snow, all of that. I enjoy that. I feel like it hardens you in a different type of way, but it's also more beneficial because as humans, we're animals here, That's all. We're not too much different from the animals that we see in our life. Because of our level of intelligence, we build different technologies to create a different lifestyle for ourselves than living in the wild. But I feel like rewilding yourself helps open up those pathways. And I think that opening up those pathways are important, especially when we're talking about a warrior mind state and defensive training and self-protection for you and your family. You got to be tapped into that. So getting outdoors and doing your training, I think is necessary. So, alright guys, we still training. I have not gotten my official Go Ruck pack yet. Probably going to be going for the Bullet. So the Bullet is the smaller one. It is on sale right now. So that's one great thing. But the other thing about it is that it can accommodate different weight plates. So one of the things that was holding me back from getting the 20-liter Go Ruck is that it only accommodates the short 30-pound weight that Go Ruck makes. That's like another $150. The pack itself is already $200 some odd dollars. Like, we're talking about like 400, bucks, almost 500. When you put in the shipping, just for the pack and the weight. I already got a 30-pound weight. That I'm using in the pack that I have right now. And I think that the Bullet will accommodate it because it accommodates longer weights as well. So that's most likely where I'm going to go, is picking up a Go Ruck Bullet. And then we're going to get it in. I think it'll work for me too because I'm not a really big guy. I'm, taller than average, about 6'2", but I'm not a big guy. I'm a pretty thin, guy. So I think that the Bullet will work out well for me where it might not work for a more sizable dude. All right, guys. I'm going to continue my ruck and get back to you soon. When in doubt, train. Peace.